Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Last day of trading week, we can see that as expected, gold, as we discussed yesterday, there was a massive breakdown to the daily 20 EMA. And after this stronger breakdown on gold, the price, in fact, we can see that with this stronger breakdown, the market has made its move back below here. So currently what we can see on gold from the lower time frame, from the daily, from this high, the price has got the rejection back below here on the lower time frame. So I will be doing a full multi-time frame analysis here. You can see that 4-hour chart, there was a breakup structure completely broken below, which is showing that possibility for this market to potentially remain bearish. Currently the price at the intraday resistance line, you can see this is this session's high. The price is approaching the session's high, and from this session's high, as it is a falling market, we may see this market to revert back again to the downside. It's a highly bear market, guys. The price in a level that there is a possibility to sell here. I'm going to open sell position very soon, and because the market on sessions high, I will be later explaining the strategy. The price currently in a zone that I am going to open sell on Xauusd. I'll be sharing the stop loss here. How many people will be we will keep the stop loss above this high and TP target to this level, to this support level. And I'm opening this sell here on Xauusd as this market currently in a downtrend. We'll be later explaining the strategy behind it, what is the strategy and why I am opening the sell here on gold. So let's look at here on Xauusd to see where the market is heading. First of all, I'm opening the position because the market on a very important level, as you can see, started to drop back below here, and because it's in a downtrend, short stop loss above this high 3362.61 and TP target here at 3355.15 here on Xauusd. And that being said, we'll be waiting for the market to possibly continue to drop here as it is in a downtrending market structure. I'm sell on Xauusd from this high as it is a downtrending market structure. We may see this market to potentially continue to drop here. So if you look at the 15 minutes perspective here, that you can see the market, we are almost there's a 1 hourly candle close and there is a breakup structure. After this breakup structure, the market, you can see after this crossover, the price just tested this 15 minutes 20 EMA and tested this 4-hour resistance line, and that got that rejection back below again. As it is a bear market, we may see that this market potentially to continue to drop here. So one minute chart that you can see, there is a dodgy formation. I'm sell on gold, expecting this market to continue to trend back down here to create a potentially new lower low in this market. So let's look at here on gold. We can see the price here in that area. The price tested this 20 EMA, and after test of this 20 EMA, the market continue to drop here. That you can see the price is pushing back down here. What we can see here in that area, the market is having a downtrending market structure in that area. So we will be looking for that entry. If you guys look at it, you can see the market is trending below this level where there is a high liquidity. So here is, you can see that this is the 1 hour price action where the market, after cross of this high, it's the price slowly grab the liquidity and then reject back again to the downside here. So let's look at here on this one here, what we can expect in this market. If you guys look at it, you can see this is the lower time frame price action where the market tested this high, and after test of this high, the price slowly building that pressure and started to come back down here. So this is a long term, you know, that here the price has tested this high and the price slowly breaking below this level. Now because it's a falling market, If you look at the daily and the intraday time frame from the 4-hour resistance, the reason I have sold here is because the market on a sessions high, and from this session high we can expect this price to continue to drop here to create a new lower low in this market. So this is what we are waiting to see, the market to break below as it grab liquidity, and I think the price potentially to come back here to drop back below to this level. I'm waiting for that sell entry to hit the TP. So stop loss putting at 3362.61 and TP target here that we are setting at 3355.15 level. So this is what I'm placing the TP as, because if you look at here, it's a downtrending market. 4-hour chart here that you can see the price has there is a previous session, there is a massive break below with almost gap open. There is a pressure here, and what I think the market may potentially remain bearish in that direction. So we place the TP target here, because if you look at the 1 hour, you can see from here every session the market is forming series of lower high, except this 1 hour candle where the market just for the first time has crossed the previous hourly high. So there is a liquidity in that zone. So with that liquidity grab, expecting that this market to revert back again to the major direction of the trend. So we'll be waiting to see the market to potentially revert back here, and once we see the price has done enough pullback and then has given that entry opportunity, we'll be looking into that that TP target. We will keep that here as the market in that area. There is an imbalance if you look at, and we have entered from this zone. There is a breakup structure here. That's what I always look for, a breakup structure, sessions high or low, and then to enter the trade accordingly. Let's wait for the market to show a possible further directional move here in this market. So 15 minutes 20 EMA, you can see the prices just approach that 15 minutes 20 EMA, so which is a high probability the market to revert back again to the major direction of the trend. Started the day with a trade entry, and I believe that guys you are enjoying the live session that we are doing every day. Make sure you give a thumbs up here and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing that I am posting every single day. So here is, we can see the market has tested the level and trying to push back to the upside here, which is complete against the trend. I will be waiting for the market to trade with the trend. That's what very important to look at. Here is where you can see the market possibly to break from this level, as it has got that overextension to the upside here. And the goal here is to look for a market, look for a trade which is going in the direction of the trend. I hope that you guys ready for Friday, which is a trading day. Friday is the last day of trading week, pretty volatile day, and would like to secure some profitable trade potentially coming up in this last day of trading week. So let's wait to see how the market is reacting. We see that this break above on Xauusd, which is in fact, you can see it's on an uptrend here, and in this uptrend, what we will be waiting here for the market to in this lower time frame, it's an uptrend, but the overall direction of the trend is bearish. That you can see the market is trying to break below here, and my entry, I have opened 2 position on this instrument on gold, and I'm waiting for that both of this position to continue to drop back below here. So this is the 1 hour price action, and also 30 minutes if we look at the candle closing as a doji. So the possibility for another drop here. Do you think that, guys, it's gonna break below? What's your view on this trade on gold? I would like to share a pool here so that we know that all the members are in the same page. Sharing with a pool. What do you think? It's gonna drop or it's gonna bounce back up? What do you think on gold? Do you think it's gonna be bearish today? I've shared with you the pool here. Okay, so I have shared a pool in the live chat. If you guys just cast a vote, let us know what do you think gold today. It's gonna be bearish or it's gonna bounce back up. As I mentioned earlier, anything can happen in trading, because it may still go back up and then grab liquidity and can come back down here. But here what we need to do is that look for a zone, a level where there is a high liquidity. Guys, I can't emphasize more than this. You can see the market now coming down, right? You'll see that mostly we will see a break below here, selling from an important level. Now, why did I sell? Only by knowing that what I have done so far here. You see that you can become a profitable trader. This is a very, very important secret as a trader to look at. Looking at the sessions high and low. Let the market first go in one direction. Let the market move in one direction. And then from that level, let it go back up to hit the sessions high or low, especially when it is in a downtrend and the market is going to hit the sessions high. That is where the probability. This education, it took me almost 14 years to master this skill as a trader, right? So that is skill you can learn just in a matter of one session here. This is something that I am sharing with you, and you can apply that, because what I'm sharing with you, you cannot backtest it. Guys, you cannot backtest what I'm talking about. So don't miss out that info. You can see the market is dropping. First take the profit and then don't just go away with the taking profit. It's not the end. There are more. So we need to focus on learning along with trading. So if you look at here, the market from that level, after penetration of this level, you can see this is an over extension to the upside, right? This is what we need to look at. That over extension, most likely that a false breakout. And when you see the market has done this kind of false breakout, that's where the trading opportunity comes in play. Now you can see the market after this overextension, the price is breaking below. Guys, this is a skill set that you need to learn. You need to learn. This is 2025 coming almost. We are halfway to 2025, going to the 2026, 2027. Difficult time is coming. So make sure you equip yourself with a strategy, with a skill set that you can pull out the profit from the market every single day in almost every trade. Having a very high winning rate strategy is important when you are trading in this market. Now you can see the market is coming down here. Am I right or wrong? Say yes in the live chat if you're enjoying this live session. You can see the market is dropping. I have piled up 2 positions, both of them running in profit. And I'll let you know when I'm taking the profit, and then I will be explaining in depth of the strategy, how you can learn right now from me in this live session, so that you can straight away apply that to improve your trading, to make profit every single day from the market, from this free live session. Now if you want more, then stay connected. Okay, there are more opportunity, there are more education, as well as more strategies. The only difference is that when you are watching the live session, you can learn, but it takes little time, but still you can learn. Okay, all the information, it's a matter of practice and experience, right? What are the techniques that you need to look at when you look at the live market? What do you need to see that when the market is having a rejection from a key level? So looking at here, right, so you can see that this is the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour price action that you can see is what I'm looking at the moment. So far we have sold from a very, very important level, and I want to hold the trade for a little more time. And if this market reverse from here, then that might be a complete reversal back to this neckline, to this order block, which is less likely, but we have a very smaller target here, right, with a tight stop loss. So expecting it that the market to continue to remain bearish in that area, waiting on that to see that the market to remain in that direction, where you can see the market here is the resistance. Okay, so you can see that this is a resistance line here where the price has crossed that high, grab the liquidity, and then slowly coming back here. Potentially you can see it's in a downtrend, it's in a potential a bearish move. We see that a head and shoulder on the 1 minute in an overextension may give this price a bearish move here for a possible drop in this market. Let's hold on to that. Let's wait for the market to possibly break below here to this support level. Here is the market is coming back below here. This is the 1 minute chart here that you can see the market with this head and the left shoulder and the right shoulder with a head and shoulder formation. The market here want to see that it's breaking back below in that direction to create a new lower low in this market. So waiting for the market to show its hand. You can see with the doji there is a bearish move, and I'm waiting for this market truly genuinely to break below here, right? Which is, you can see the market is showing that pattern, showing that potential bearish price action. I'm holding on to that trade. As soon as we started the live, we have open. I don't want to miss good trade when it comes. You have seen that yesterday in our NY session we haven't opened any position because there is no position, right? That's how you need to know that when to trade and when not to. That is the most important. I wouldn't say that one of the most important. I would say that is the most important skill that you need to know. When to trade, when not to. When to position, when not to. Right? You see, when to, as soon as I have seen that trade, I know there's gonna be a rejection here. Right? So that's where you need to focus on as a trader. When to trade, when not to. When to retain, when to remain in the sideline, or when to take action. And that's what the market started to break below here. I piled up 2 positions, both of them running in profit, and currently we are running in this. And also I have shared the same trade in the premium group to the community members. 31 pip to 32 pip here, that you can see this market is breaking back below here, and that is where you can see this is the 5 minutes massive drop back below. And let's wait to see if we will be taking the profit or will be running in. Still dropping down here, and I'm going to give a shout out, big shout out when I'm taking the profit here, so that you guys know. still dropping, I'm still running in, and then I would like to take this profit right now. It's in a very good place. I am going out 2 positions. Probably guys have seen the that I'm sharing in the same updates on the group. That is what it is, guys. That is what it is. Now let's understand this trade, why I have opened, and also how you can replicate, copy the strategy right now. Say yes in the live chat if you are enjoying this live session, and then we will be looking into the next opportunity here. Now let me explain to you what is the strategy behind this position here on XAUUSD. Let's look at here, and before we go to that, let's understand the strategy behind this trade. And let me share an update also, guys, in the group for this trade here. The most important part, you can see the market in fact is going in that direction here, and that is what we are looking at in this market, right? So to see the market is trending, the market is coming here in this fashion. So here is the market trend that you can see. Need to share an update in the group. Okay, so you can see the price on a pullback. Okay, so guys, you can see the market is started to break below from that level. From that zone, we have opened the position. Now, what was the reason or the strategy behind the trade? As we discussed that, we will be talking about the reason behind the trade. Guys, keep in mind that trading means that you need to be something what I called that understanding before the order comes, when the order is coming, right? Now, if we look at, you see that reasoning is very important, right? Asking question. That's why, according to research, that intellectual curiosity makes better trader. Always be curious, okay? Don't go with the flow, just ask questions, okay? If you ask questions, what makes this move here? Is this some kind of, the virtual things, or why the market moved that much far? That's the question that you need to ask. Why the market moves that much far? Ask this question, be real. Why the market moved that much far? There must be volume in the market, right? Someone or some group of people or some individual or some institution must have sold from that level, right? Otherwise the market wouldn't move that much. If you want to move gold that far, you need millions of dollars, almost billions of dollar of volume, millions of dollar of volume to drop that gold from that level to this level. Where this volume has come, someone, some group of institution has sold that market from that level. Where the level Forex wizard have sold, right? Exactly from that level. So that is smart money trading. Have you liked this stream yet? That is smart money trading, that you trade with the smart money without looking at the real order they're placing. You know that when the smart money is trading the market, right? So if you know that when the smart money trading the market, then you trade like a smart money. And in this market, only smart money makes money. If you trade like a smart money, then you can make money. Aeroplane is built like a bird, right? Aeroplane is like a bird or like a fish. Both are same, right? One is flying into the water, the other is flying into the air. So, if something is built like something, it will behave in that way, act in that way, results will come in that way. If it's smart money making the market, trading the market, then if you trade like a smart money, you also be making money like a smart money. So now, as we can see, the market has made its initial drop. We are not suddenly jumping on a trade, but we are waiting for another entry here. Okay, so we are looking for another entry opportunity in this market. Now currently the price, after this break of this, after this overextension from this level, the market has made its drop back below. So when we are trading, what we will be looking here is an important zone. So you can see this is 15 minutes, which is currently closing the candle. And now what happened? Look at that, guys. Here it left an order block, right? What will be our potential next entry here? Okay, now the next entry here will be, if you look at here, you can see this is a doji green bearish candle. This is manipulation candle. This is the liquidity grab here. This is the liquidity grab. Now our next entry potentially to, if the market goes there, in this session we still have 4 hour to close, more 2.5 an hour remaining, and this is the levels that the next one give us possible entry at 3357, because this is neckline, this is order block. After this manipulation, when all the liquidity is grabbed, candle close here was all the sell order has been placed that drive this price back below to this support level. So that being said, now you can see that there is a double top with an extension leg to the upside. Once this market is going back to 3357, we can place another position here for another entry. We might see a bounce here to that level. If you look at here, you can see the market is in fact showing that pattern here in that area. I'm looking at the 5 minutes for this potential bounce back to that previous neckline, which is support turn resistance, and that is where I'm going to look for further entry opportunity in this market. I can still enter now. It's expired. I hope that you guys took the trade. Yes, I'm enjoying this. Thank you, Zubair. I took the sell trade. Bearish momentum looks strong. Yes, that's what happened. We saw that there's a sharp drop here in that market. And how many of you have made money with this trade, guys? Give a thumbs up here and also say yes if you made good profit on this trade. We have made this trade. That being said, let's wait for the next look. And all right, now what we can see after this drop, now the price below this consolidation pattern. Okay, now the price below this consolidation pattern, and this is previous order block. If the market, which maybe I think the market may leave here a fair value gap, but if it managed to bounce to that fair value gap, okay, that's gonna be a great opportunity here for us to again go for another sell. As 1 hour candle, you can see it's a bearish engulfer. That's okay. That's okay. If you missed the session, there will be a recorded on the channel. If you guys are subscribed, then you should be able to access that. I would highly encourage you to watch the full as to understand what we have opened and what is the strategy behind it. Now, again, I'm going to the 5 minutes. So our next, so we have gained here 35 pip around, depending on what was our entry. Now you can see after this drop, it's on a downtrend. Now the next entry for us possibly to 3357 level. Now, before we look for the next entry, before we take the next trade, let's analyze again and again with this trade, because when you repeat, that's where you started to learn, right? Repetition is key. because we tend to forget, we tend to miss. So always repeat, okay, repeat and repeat, because there is a power in our mind that can help you to gain, to understand, to learn the strategy. Trading is not hard, just you need to be able to pick the spot, okay, right spot. If you are using one strategy, stick to that one strategy all the time, right? And when you are learning the strategy, make sure you remind yourself over and over again in what situation you will be buying or selling, right? Now all the strategy currently, you guys have seen that yesterday also we have opened the same strategy. Very simple. Look for the sessions high or sessions low, and when you're looking at the sessions high and sessions low, look for the trend. Trend is very important, okay? So when you look at the trend, and if you look at the 4 hour again, you can see that this is the 4 hour chart, and the market is maintaining that series of lower high. The market is below the 10 EMA, right? So which is very important price action, and then the price has hit that sessions high and low with a stronger momentum, right? So that's what we need to look for when the market is trending. So explanation, bro, I'm from Sri Lanka, welcome Gaya. Now this is what we need to look at when we are opening positions. Especially you see that there is a pattern that you will see all the time in the market when the market in a trend. So the pattern is, let's say in a downtrend, how do you identify a downtrending market? The way you will identify a downtrending market is only through series of lower high. That means that when you see the market is creating series of lower high, which is a downtrending market structure, right? So when you see the market trending down, creating series of lower high, you don't have to be series of lower low. Keep in mind, only look for series of lower high in a downtrend. Now once you see that series of lower high is boom broken above, combining with this is the lower time frame, higher time frame sessions high or sessions low. In terms of downtrend, look for the sessions high. In terms of uptrend, look for sessions low. And also rely on the market that is strongly trending. That means below 10 EMA in a downtrend in a higher time frame, above 10 EMA in an uptrend in a higher time frame. The information that I am giving is for hedge fund trader. If you are trading millions of dollars, you need this information, right? It works. It's $1 million information. So make sure that if you are trading on $100 account, same strategy. The only thing that you need to make sure that you trading what I'm saying exactly the same way. Don't deviate from the strategy. It works all the time. Now, let's understand that here overextension. You can see series of lower high. Look at that series of lower high. Right? Perfect series of lower high. Break from that series of lower high. Extension. Hit that session's high. Sell and the market start to drop. So then why trading is hard? Right? Emotion. Energy in motion. That's what you need to work on. Okay, I do spend also one-on-one time with the members in the academy because I really want you to become a better trader. And to do that, even if I need to spend personal time with them to help them to become mature, better trader, I'm giving this because that's how you grow as a trader. You need to be very resilient in terms of your trading, because when you open a position, it will move, okay, up and down. And when it moves up and down, the emotion also goes up and down, and that's where you have to be good at controlling that emotion, right? So how do you do that? You need to do little bit of work, but that worth, right? Rather than struggling in a job for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years and having nothing, giving a little bit of time in trading, becoming good at it is worth doing, right? That's what we're doing here. Which time frame? For example, if 4 hour is down, 1 hour is up, daily also up, which one is the main trend? 4 hour. Okay, so you need to combine a higher time frame with the lower time frame. Okay, so here is what we can see. The market is going there, right? So here is what you can see. After this break below, the price in a very smaller zone, smaller consolidation. Now from this zone we could see, now the way it is now consolidating, it's a sign of further drop here, but before it drop one more time, would like to see one more break to the upside and then revert back again to the downside. Here we can see that 1 hour candle closing with a long bearish engulfer. This bearish engulfer has significance, as in this 1 hour chart from this starting there is no break up series of lower high, and we can see for the first time the market has broken that series of lower high, and the market has started to drop from that level and is keep pushing back below here from this zone, started to drop back down here. So if you look at the 1 minute, what we see that this market on the 1 minute is also in a state of consolidation, which is a bear market. So you can see from the lower time frame here, it's trying to form another smaller consolidation pattern, and that smaller consolidation pattern could be that the market to possibly return again in the direction. So as also the 15 minutes, there is a narrow doji. There is a probability for here, I think after this candle close, the market potentially to go back up to retest 3357 level. That's where we will be looking into another potential entry in this market. So you can see that lower time frame is sharply dropping here, and this is where now this is 15 minutes. All right, so where we will be waiting from the 15 minutes chart for this market to potentially go ahead and hit that level. If this market going ahead and hitting that at important support down resistance, we will be looking into that entry opportunity here in this market. So would like to see now for the market is potentially to bounce back and then to retest here to create a new retest of this previous support, which is starting resistance. Here is a narrow consolidation, right? So with that consolidation, you might see the price to have another wave of bounce and then to grab liquidity from this important level before it should back down again. So looking at that 15 minutes price action, and if this market is going back here, which is to this 3357 level, we are on again sell trade in this market. Would like to see that the price to revert back and then to reject down again in that direction of the trend. Here is the price is trying to push back. Okay, so if you can see the lower time frame price action is trying to move back here to this support and resistance in this market. From the 4 hour, this is a sharply falling market. Any move up is an opportunity to sell this market. Now 15 minutes, as you mentioned, it may now go back to retest that 3357 level. If it is going back to that level, this is where we will be looking into selling this market. Even we could see the market not to go that far and then continue to drop to create a new lower low here. Because this structure that you can see, there is a massive breakdown with a consolidation here with a triangular, and then we could see the market to possibly break above here and then to reject back down again to create a new lower low in this market. So we'll be waiting for the price to go ahead, retest, and then to reject back again. This is a probability now for the price to go ahead and retest, and I'm waiting for that possible breakout and then to reject again in the direction of the trend. There is a dodgy formation on the 1 minute. And I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. And here is what we can see the market. I'm sharing the Telegram link here. So Telegram, you can join the Telegram link where you can get access to many of my education as well as analysis. And once you get that in that area on the lower time frame, from the here you can see the price is in that area, right? So you can see the price had a sharp drop, and with this drop the price is expecting this market to come back down here to create a new lower low. So the 15 minutes is where we might find the next sell opportunity. I would like to see the market is breaking above. It might break above or may not, but we might see that after this break we may see the market to again trend back down here to create a new lower low. So you can see it's here creating a series of lower high. Now the market potentially break this support and then to drop, or we may see the market is keeping here and then rejecting back down. So from the 1 hour, it is highly bear market, and possibility for this price to drop down here is higher. Now 15 minutes, if we see that candlestick pattern is going up to retest and then rejecting back, we will be looking into sell here in this market. So here is you can see with this doji, expecting it to revert back again and then to create a new lower low in this market. We'll be waiting for the price to show up and then to trend down here in this market. So we'll be waiting to see that the price to go up, to retest, and then to return again to the major direction of the trend. So breaking this high is important at the moment to see that the price has created a new opportunity for us to sell this market again in that direction. And at the same time, guys, as you know that I do come on come on live twice, one in London, the other one is NY session. So if you don't want to miss all those sessions, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also press the notification. Stay connected in the Telegram channel for more updated education analysis that I'm posting every day. And also more often there's a promotion comes for joining the premium group, and whenever it comes you also can get access to the premium, where I'm sharing all my trade, including all the system that I'm trading, education, mentorship, as well as analysis, daily trade setup, regular updates, much more to help you to speed up your learning and growth as a trader from probably from 10 years to 1 year. So you can fast your learning 10 times if you are in the right spot, if you learn the right strategy and you trade based on the right system. Here's where you can see the market. This is the 5-minute chart, and it's showing that with this structure formation we might see that this market to potentially break below. Now it created a lower time frame high here. Now that could be an important level that we might see the price to retest again and then to return down to the major direction of the trend. Here the market is creating quite a few doji in that area. Well, we are almost approaching an important level, and looking at the 15 minutes here, we can see this is doji that you can see on the 15 minutes series of lower high, and we can see series of lower high. We might see that break, but I would really look to sell here if the market tested this high, created a higher low. It may continue to drop here again, but it's good idea is to wait for the market to retest this order block. There's an imbalance that you can see. It's a fair value gap on the 15 minutes. The market is leaving. At any point it might get that again reversal to come back here to test that fair value gap to this support, turning resistance here in this market. Now you can see it's trying to push back here. That's what I am looking at, to see this market to possibly go ahead and form a liquidity candle. That means the market to test that and then to reject from that level to create a new lower low. Now it might continue to drop here because this 15 minutes candle, how it is closing is important. I would look to straight away sell here if we see this 15 minutes high was broken here and the candle closed below. At the moment, the best way is to be patient because it may try to break that high again, because there is a lot of stop loss above this high. It's a liquidity zone in that area. Here you can see the market is building that pressure. You know, I do often look at the multi-time frame analysis, because when you look at the multi-time frame analysis, when you look at the bigger picture and the high, there is no other way that you can find better trading opportunity than looking at the multi-time frame analysis, right? This is very important. The trade that we have just secured profit, the massive one, is based on the multi-time frame, right? If you don't look at the 4 hour, then you don't look for the entry on the 15 minutes and the 5 minute chart. Why did we enter on the 4 hour confirmation along with the lower time frame? Let's review that. We talk about one trade. Some people make one trade in a month. One trade in a month can give you everything. If you have the right strategy and you trade on the right time in the right area. So learn to be patient, right? Don't, look for all the time trade. Look for setup all the time, but take on a very, very delicate way. So you need to look for that, the market structure on a very lower time frame. Which is very important to look at. And this is what you need to look at when you are looking at that. If you look at here, you can see this is the 5 minute chart, and here is a series of lower high formation. With this series of lower high, we can see the market is maintaining that downtrending market structure. Now, if you look at here, you can see this is the 1 hour and the 30 minutes where the market is maintaining that downtrending market structure. We'll be waiting for the price to show that up, for that market to come back down, and then to build that pressure here. Okay, so what we can see here, that the market is forming, what do we see, that with this 1 hour bearish engulfer. That this market is, if you look at the 4 hour, we can see again the bigger picture, right? So we constantly review the higher time frame with the lower time frame to see overall picture in this market, overall direction in the market. That's what we are looking at. And as you can see, the progression of this session, today is Friday, guys, last day of trading is very important, and there is another live coming up in just a couple of minutes, which is on NY session, right? So would like to rock up on that session as well. If you guys are excited to trade with me in the next session, make sure you don't miss out by subscribing to the channel, and also press that bell notification. In this session, we have successfully closed one trade, and we look forward to open more trading opportunity in the upcoming session. Until that, guys and girls, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you again there very soon, trading live together. Thank you.